Okay, what's up, YouTube? I need everybody to subscribe to my channel, Chosen Angel Beauty. And if you like to donate to my Cash App is $ Chosen, capital C, Angel, capital A, 144. I know this message that I'm about to speak, it's a part 1 that I just did to this message, but this is the part 2 of it. And this is speaking all about the power of God. Part 2 of the message, from where I left off on part 1, because someone had called me, so it interrupted, it stopped the whole message. So I don't know when this message is gonna load, but part 1 is loading now. Now this is me doing the part 2 of this message. I'm gonna go off where I left off at. Okay, where I left off at, where I was talking about how my mother had a dream about a girl got raped at a school or something by 5 guys. But see, that dream, when she woke up, I was the first person she told that dream to. And you know, when I sat back and thought about it, it was meant for her to tell me that dream, because it was me. What the devil was trying to do to me. When I try to tell y'all, I escaped death so many times, from back when I was young to now. It's like God's showing me a reflection of my life. I'm seeing all these series of events of how I escaped, how the devil was trying to turn things for my bad, and God turned it around for my good. Just like I remember one time when I was swimming in the pool. I think it was a party or something that I had went to, and almost drowned. I don't even think people didn't even notice that I was almost drowning, but I was swimming. I was in the pool, whatever, you know, going underwater. You know how you float, go underwater and all that stuff, whatever. And I think I was going like to a deeper feet. This was real life. I think I might be a mermaid, y'all. Because I wasn't so much good of a swimmer like that. But I saved my own self from drowning. I was in a deep feet. All I remember, all I know, I started kicking my legs up and moving my arms. You know, you got to move your arm left, right, you know, when you swimming. And I started doing that. And as I was doing that, y'all, I ended up in a smaller feet where I didn't drown. I was able to where I saved myself. Because the water was like, I was sinking down. But I saved myself. This happened in real life. I don't even think people had realized and recognized. They just probably thought I was just swimming in the pool, whatever. But they didn't know I was all the way down. I went to a higher feet. It's like God is showing me reflection. I'm telling y'all, He's been showing me a reflection of my life. Like I'm seeing everything, things, series of events and things that have happened to me. And it's like God keeps showing me how I've escaped death many a times. Now, let me go back to, so y'all can get what I'm about to say for the part 2. Because I don't want to confuse, but I had to speak that. It's like that the Spirit just brought that to me about me saving myself from drowning. Like I said, I'm finding I got a lot of spiritual gifts. I may be a mermaid too. Because I read about mermaid, and I looked up some certain things about mermaid, and it pertained to water and stuff. And I was like, wow. Some things I read about mermaid, I seen some of them qualities in me. I'm telling y'all, I'm just starting to find out more about my spiritual gifts. God is unlocking gifts. I'm telling y'all, I believe it's a treasure box. That box got each and every one of our gifts in there, in that box, y'all. When I tell y'all, baby, God is so amazing. The power of God. It is a blessing when you are picked and chosen by God. It's a blessing. Like I said, I'm a crybaby, y'all. When God bless me with things, I don't care if it's the little things. Just like when he's showing me like my spiritual gifts and showing me things, I be crying. I start to cry. Just like when I was saying in that last video how I was speaking about my bloodline, I was speaking about my grandmother, my great-grandma, how she didn't play no games. She had her gun. She carried that gun everywhere she went. She defended her family. She didn't play that. And I'm like, I see that bloodline in me. She was a Cherokee Indian. My great-grandfather was part of Indian, still Indian. But my grandmother was a full-blown Cherokee Indian. And I was just sitting there like, that's the Indian blood. I got that Indian blood in me. That's Indian blood. It's like God telling me my lineage now. So then I started thinking about my grandmother and my grandfather. They both didn't play no games either. And I'm just like, oh my God, my loved ones, y'all my guardian angels, y'all are my angels, my ancestors, y'all be protecting me. But as I was speaking about my great-grandmother, like how she didn't play those games, she keep her gun with her, she kept it in her pocketbook, like she called it a pocketbook, but it was her purse. She'd get on the bus with that gun anywhere, everywhere she went. When it came to her family, you better not try to do nothing to her family. She'd come out and put a gun out quick. She stayed in her room, but she'd come out on you quick. And I noticed another thing about my great-grandmother. She stayed with her Bible, too. A couple times I used to go in the room and see her, talk to her, whatever. She always reading that Bible. She stayed in her Bible. She always reading her Bible. Now, it's like God is starting to show me. I'm starting to see how I am. How I be reading my Bible. Like I told you, God be taking me back to scriptures to show me scriptures to relate it to things that's going on in our life right now. Y'all got to start paying attention to some of my messages, what I be saying. Because what I be saying is only what God is speaking to me. I'm starting to feel like, is my great-grandmama's spirit in me? The Indian bloodline, I'm like, oh my God. Come from a family of Indians. That's the lineage in the background. The family lineage. I've been praying and asking God about it. It's like he revealing things to me. He's showing me now. Okay, but let me get back to how I escaped death so many times. Y'all got to go to part 1 so y'all can hear everything. So when that dream that my mother had, that was me in that dream. A friend of the family, somebody I haven't heard from in years, she called me. No, she reached out to me. She messaged me. Said she needed some food. Could I bring her some food? Because something was going on with her bridge card or something like that, and she didn't have the money, or she didn't have no money for no food, and she wasn't gonna get her card to some around sometime or whatever. And she asked me, could I bless her with some food? And I said, okay. I said, yeah, text me your address and stuff. My main thing was, I'm like, okay, because I like to help people. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to bless her with some food. And I said, okay, and I'm going to go pray for her too. I'm going to go pray for her. So I went and I prayed for her. My whole main thing was to go bless her with that food and pray for her. So I went to the nearest restaurant that was near her house, which was the Church's Chicken. I bought her a whole meal with the drink to go with the meal. I called her like, okay, I'm on your block. Get this, y'all. When you get to that block, The whole block, when I tell y'all it was dark, it was like, was it a setup or something? Because it's like, did everybody turn their porch light off? I'm like, come on, a whole block could not just be dark like that. Like, everybody turned their porch, everybody porch light was off? I'm like, what? Hold on. But anyways, I pulled up to the block. Since it was so dark, I'm like, I'm just going to pull up right here. So I just put up to the corner house. I called her like, I'm outside. Which house are you at? Because it's so dark. I can't, I don't know what house you're at. I can't see the addresses. So she said, I'm at the house. She gave the description of the house. I looked. I happened to be parked. I was parked literally right across the street from the house she was at. She come out, y'all. When she come out, she was so skinny and everything. When she came out and I seen her, I knew off rip. I said, oh, somebody done got her. They done got her. She on drugs. They done got her. Oh, she done let somebody get her. Right? So then, after me saying that, like, yeah, she done let somebody get her, I seen a guy from across the street walking down. He just paused and stopped on the passenger side now. The house that's sitting right there. I see a guy coming from out that house and he just standing. And so I'm like, I told her, I felt like I'm like somebody trying to surround me. So I told her, I said, no, something ain't looking right about this. So I told her, I said, get in the car. She got in the car. Y'all, I drove around a couple blocks and I'm in the car talking to her, how she been doing, how the kids doing, blah, 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 blah. When she told me she didn't have the kids and I knew already what was all going on with that. That, she lost the kids been system with it. I seen everything of that. So I talked to her, how she been doing and all that, blah, 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 She just broke out of nowhere, y'all, and was like, I got a shotgun on the side of the house. She said I had to nail the windows down. We had to nail the windows down. This is what she was saying. We had to nail the windows down. And we had to turn the lights off. And so, I'm looking like, I'm saying to my mind like, they tried to set me up. She was trying to set me up. So, y'all, I pulled back to the block, to the house. When I pulled back up, the guy from across the street, from that house, from that other house, and then I look out my, rearview mirror, the house that she was at, came out of, I see a guy coming from that way. So I'm looking at my mirror, I'm like, okay, they about to try to surround me. I felt it. I'm like, they about to surround me. They didn't try to set me up. She didn't try to set me up. So, message that my pastor preached one time, it came right to my memory, y'all, like literally right there. It's like I heard my pastor speaking it out to me, like, don't faint, pray. And y'all, I instantly put my head down in the car, put my head down. I started praying. When I tell y'all, when I was done praying, when they say when you pray the devil flee, baby, that's true. That's when I witnessed it, my own eyes. When you pray, the devil flee. The devil don't like when you pray. It scares the devil when you pray. The devil don't like prayer. He don't like when you pray. You pray, that devil gonna get gone. He gonna get ghost. He flees. When I tell y'all those men that was surrounding my car, then one of the men knocked on the door like boom, 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 like for her to come, asking for her. I'm like, she'll be out in a minute. I start praying. My prayer is so powerful, it touched her. Because the Spirit was telling me that she was going to slash my neck. Because she sat literally right in the back of me. What the devil tried to turn from my bad, God turned it around for my good, y'all. That particular day, I had my cards, I think I had my debit card on me. I think I had some money, a couple of hundreds on my debit card, whatever. And I'm like, they was gonna try to rob me and set me up. But remember when I said, y'all, when I told y'all about my mama had that dream about the girl and the guys raped that girl in the school. Why was it a bandit school, y'all? Literally, right there on the corner of that block. It was a bandit school right there. Baby, that dream was me that my mama told me about. God saved my life because my mama dreamed it and told me. It showed somebody else in the dream, but the dream was actually me. When she said the shotgun on the side of the house, and let me tell y'all, the amount of guys, when my mama said the guys raped that girl, that's what they was going to do to me, y'all. They was going to rape me, and they was going to shoot me. They was going to kill me. That's why she said they had a shotgun on the side of the house, and they was going to put my body in that abandoned school building, y'all. God saved my life. I would have been gone. Y'all probably wouldn't even know where I was at. I would have been gone, but God saved my life. When I tell y'all, baby, God saved my life. Numerous of times. I escaped death numerous of times. So, after I got done praying, my prayer touched her. Because she was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And she got out the car. And I had gave her a drink. I'm like, oh, you forgetting your drink. So I gave her a drink to go with her food. And I pulled off. When I tell y'all, God is amazing. God is powerful. Can't nobody, I don't care who you are, can't nobody tell me nothing about God. Because I know how powerful my God is. Can't nobody tell me that God is our protector. God will protect you. Y'all see that light? See the light above my head? God will protect you. If you believe in God, baby, God will protect you. You got to believe in your prayer. When you pray, you got to believe in prayer. Y'all don't realize prayer is power. Prayer is power. And I'm finding out about myself, I'm more powerful than I think I am. It's a whole lot more to me that I'm just discovering. I'm 39 years old. It wasn't easy. I put in the healing work. I put in the time with God. Stayed in my Bible praying. Stayed in my Bible, reading my Bible a lot. Staying praying to God. Y'all, I did a 24-hour prayer. One day I cut my phone off. I cut everything off. I gave God 24 hours of prayer. I did fall asleep, but I was still on my knees the whole time. Praying in my sleep. That's another thing. Sometimes I be praying in my sleep. I be saying prayers in my sleep. I'm just starting to realize like how powerful I am. Like the spiritual gifts that I have. Y'all got to go back and listen to that message, the part 1 to this. This is the power of God. This is going to be the power of God part 2. The other one is the power of God because that's the part 1. But I'm going to make sure I label it as the power of God part 2. Baby, you got to believe in God. You got to believe in God because God is so powerful. You got to believe in God. You got to believe for what you pray for. And I'm also starting to realize that I am a manifester. When I pray for things, it happens. I did a prayer recently. Prayed over my children. And something that I prayed for my son, Do y'all know God have blessed him? He done blessed him with it. And I just realized it when my son came to me and told me. I said, wow. I told y'all when I pray, my prayers go to the heavens. That prayer, I literally probably just prayed this prayer for my children, like literally a couple days ago. Some Pacific, I ain't gonna speak it all out because I don't need one to be putting everybody. But what I prayed for my son, it manifested. God blessed him. I just couldn't believe it. It just blew my mind. Like, baby, God is so powerful. You got to believe in your prayers. When you pray to God, y'all got to believe in your prayers. You got to believe. You have to believe in what you pray for. You got to believe in what you pray for. You got to believe in what you pray for. You got to believe it, baby. You got to believe in what you pray for. I'm realizing I'm more powerful than I think. I prayed for me, for things to balance out in my life because, y'all, I've been going through some struggles. When I tell you I lost everything, like all my account, like all my, first, I feel like I know somebody did magic and stuff over me. People was jealous. They didn't want me to have nothing. I know it because all my credit cards was paid off. I was paying them off, keeping all my bills up. I was stable. I was keeping everything up. Everything was going good. I noticed when I started allowing certain men in my life, things started changing. That's when things started going down. So I started to realize it. Now I notice since I cut people off, since God told me to cut a lot of people off, I'm seeing now my blessings is coming. Now I realize, then I also was told that people around me was holding me back. And they was praying for my downfall. Now I'm starting to see the difference. I'm in isolation mode. It's just me to myself right now. Right now, I don't even want to be bothered really with nobody right now. I'm focusing on me. I'm on my healing journey, my self-care journey, my spiritual journey. I'm letting God's will be done in my life right now. And I ain't letting nobody stop it. And I ain't letting nobody take it away from me. Because what God got for me is for me. And I don't want what nobody. I want what God got for me. I want the will that God got for me. What it say? It's God's will. Not my will, but God's will. And I ask God to lead me, guide me, direct me, and order my steps. And God is doing that. There are some changes happening in my life. I'm seeing it. God is balancing everything. I've been praying for restoration, y'all. He's restoring me. He blessed me with a job. I just got blessed with a job. I prayed and asked God to bless me with that job. I presented myself. I got the job instantly. They told me that I probably would be starting. They told me a different date. Baby, the day I had my orientation, they told me, like, you start tomorrow. You can start the next day. I said, wow. God is balancing everything back in my life that people try to take from me or wanted me to not have. God is blessing me with it back. Because I'm not going to sit here and lie and sugarcoat nothing. I'm going to tell y'all my struggles. Yeah, I was facing evictions. Kept getting so many eviction. I feel like the place I'm staying, like they kept threatening me with eviction. Every time you turn around, if I'm late on my rent, eviction, they sending me these eviction notices. I'm talking about back to back. But every time, God always ended up blessing me, or he touched the heart of people to bless me with the funds to be able to pay the rent. Then when they try to threaten me with a certain amount, oh, you got to pay this amount, God always come through and always end up being able to pay that amount. That's why I said I don't need nobody else but God. When other people, I don't depend on nobody else. I trust and depend on God. Because when people don't come through for me, God comes through. Even if he touched the heart, because he can touch the heart of people to bless you. And that's what God be doing. He'll touch the heart of people to bless me. Or a few times, God didn't just he didn't just bless me with some unexpected. I have seen the miracles of God. I have witnessed it in my own life. My credit score was going good. It was up. All of a sudden, certain people I started out in my life, I started seeing things go down. I had like 5 credit cards. Now I only got down to, I think I only got 2 credit cards. 3 of them went into collections. Y'all, I was going through a struggle. Unemployment don't even want to pay me my money. They ran some stuff on me, but I know it got something to do with that last manager of my job, because she said, I'm going to make sure you don't get your unemployment. But see, I ain't going to worry about her. It's in God's hand. Because he know what she said out of her mouth. Is she going to make sure I don't get my unemployment? So now it make me feel like she got some type of ties or something with unemployment. Because when I applied for my unemployment and I grossed $53,000, y'all, at my job. You talking about putting hours in? I was doing 12-hour shifts, 7 days straight. 6 days straight, 7 days straight. When it's something that I got to do or something that I got to pay where I'm trying to get ahead of bills, I got to put in them extra hours. I will put in them extra hours. Overtime. I applied for my unemployment. I did everything that I was supposed to do with Michigan Works. I don't know, unemployment come with saying something about something they try to say that I had to do with something, but I did everything I was supposed to do with Michigan Works, y'all. I was calling in my Marvin. I was even putting in job applications on Indeed, because you know you got to put applications. I was putting applications on Indeed. You know they're going to call and verify. They're going to verify. They're going to ask you, okay, what did you put the application in? What's the name? They ask you for the name, the address, and all that. I was giving them information. I was calling. Every time it kept saying, like, it's waiting to be processed or waiting to something. I can't think what it's saying right now. But it was saying something like, it was accepted. It was saying accepted, but it was still being in review or progress or something like that or whatever. Unemployment owed me $5,000 and something. But at the amount of time where I kept calling Marvin in, and they would not never send me my paper, but send me the money. But let me tell y'all this. They sent me one payment though, y'all. They sent me one payment. After that one payment, that manager sent them some letter or something, said I missed 20-something days. Was she alive? If I missed some 20-something days, they would have been fired me. So she done switched up and did some stuff with the paperwork. She done lied on me. Lied and said I missed this or that amount of days, not telling them the truth for times when I probably had COVID or when I was getting sick because I was working in a hospital. Look at my nose itching because I ain't lying. Right? So I did that, y'all. Didn't get my unemployment. Okay? So then I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out a way to pay my rent. I started doing Uber. I'm a respectful person, y'all. Each customer, I tell them, hey, how you doing? Those that when you come to their door, those that you do see that come to the door, because a lot of them just tell you to just drop it off, you know. I say, hey, you know, I'm real respectful. Hey, how you doing? I tell everybody, y'all have a blessed day. Have a blessed, prosperous day. That's me. Truly respectful to people. I'm the type of person, I open doors for people, men or women, elders and all. When I go in the stores or places, I open the door. I hold the door for somebody. If I'm coming out and I see somebody walking in, especially if I see my elders, I open the door for them. I hold the door for them. The whole family, whoever they got with them, I hold the door for them. That's the type of person that I am. I'm gonna turn my light on because it looked like did y'all see that spirit? You see it over my head. I'm gonna just leave it like this, but it looks like it is kind of getting dark, and it looking like, I don't know, my screen looking like blurry-ish or something. I don't know. Why my screen starting to look like that? Maybe I probably should have wiped it off. I don't know. But y'all, so Uber tell me something about my rating. Something about a rating or whatever. Because of this certain amount of rating, I think the rating got to be 88, but my rating was at 83. What's a couple points off? So they told me I can't do no more deliveries no more. And let me tell y'all, just when I was I was making a nice little amount of money. It was balancing out. I was like, okay, I would have had a certain amount. Like, okay, I'd have had my rent money in a couple of days. Just when I was making plans to start buying investing. Let's say investing in some of my business products, right? All of a sudden, not unemployment. All of a sudden, Uber say, you can't do no more deliveries no more because your ratings. But I had 100 and something likes, y'all, and only had 7 dislikes. And the only probably reason why I say with them 7 dislikes could have been from when you go to people's address. If they don't come to that door, they ain't answering the phone or whatever, and you can't find that address, maybe some of them was reporting it. Or some of them might have got mad where I didn't. Then you got people that could be jealous. Racism still be going on in this world too, you know. And them could have been the ones that gave me a thumbs down. Because think about it. I had 100 likes and 7 thumbs down. So I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. I feel like community is something. I feel like everybody was coming against me. That's what I feel. Can't get my unemployment. And I done I grossed $53,000, so I put money in. I couldn't file my income taxes, y'all, because I never received my W-2 from my job. I never received my W-2. I tried to call the human resources. All they did was give me a runaround. Kept connecting me to this person, then connecting me back to the operators and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I see where this going. Maybe I'm gonna have to end up calling corporate. So then, y'all, around February, somebody tried to open a account or something, a Chase account. They tried to open up an account under my name. And it went to my old address. Any mail from my old address, it comes to my new address. I think it was God was letting me know what somebody was doing. So it came to my address. My new address. So guess what? This was around February, close by Valentine's Day. I say, oh, what somebody was trying to do? They was trying to get something for their little sweetie or something for Valentine's Day. So they thought that they was going to use my name to get something. Right? So, let me wipe this screen. I don't know why my screen is looking real blurry-ish like this. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't want to wipe it because then it might. Let me see something. Let me see if I wipe it. Why is this like this? This shouldn't be like that. Okay, maybe that's just how it's supposed to be then. I don't know. But, let me see something. Oh, yeah, that's, okay, I guess that's just how the video is supposed to be. I wipe my screen off. Or maybe that's how God wanted it to be. Okay. But, because I trust God in anything, no matter what. I talk to God all the time, all day. Okay. So, I'm like, okay. Then I went to I was trying to go to school to become an esthetician. Cause see, I was supposed to graduate last year. Somehow I ended up catching COVID, which I feel like somebody prayed for me to catch COVID. Cause all through the whole time I never caught COVID. Even when I was working in the hospital, I didn't never caught COVID. But see, like soon as when I started going to school, that first little week or two, no, the first week, because you couldn't miss that many days. I think you couldn't miss no more than 5 days. But you know, when I caught COVID, I was out for like 12 days. I was sick with COVID for like 12 days. And I felt like somebody was really doing something. I feel like somebody prayed for me to not finish school, to not become this esthetician, because it was me to open up a business. Somebody's praying on my downfall. It was certain men too that was in my life at that time too. I realized it was not one particular one. So, what could it be? Yeah, one particular one. So, but somebody was praying on my downfall. Unless it was even my coworkers at the time. I don't work there no more, but because they fired me. Which my light irritates their demons, because I was in the hospital praying for patients. Y'all, patients were being healed. When I was praying for these patients, I'm going to turn this light on. Because it's like getting real dark. Let me see something. There we go. When I was praying for patients, these patients were being healed. When I tell y'all they were being healed, when I pray for them, I come to work that next day, they was gone. Like, dang, what happened to? They got discharged. I wasn't telling people, you know, I'm just like, thank you, God. Then there was particular patients that God was placing on my heart to go in the room, go pray for him or go pray for her. I might have went in their room, you know, went back before I'm getting ready to leave out the room, Sunday Spirit, like, go back in there. Go pray for him. I prayed for a couple of patients and they were getting healed. Just like it was a patient that was having COVID. When he first found out he was diagnosed with COVID, this man, I seen the look on his face, y'all. I seen how he was like worried. He thought he was going to die. And I thought I was. The way how that COVID did me, like, whew, I was coughing so bad where I was like, stuff was pouring out of me. I'm like, what the heck? It was deep, y'all. That COVID got me with headaches. I couldn't smell nothing. That COVID was doing a lot. Thank God, God have brought I'm back now. Because now I can smell things and stuff now. I couldn't even eat a lot. Certain things I would eat would make me throw up. It still have a little effect on me, because sometimes now certain things I eat can make me feel like I'm going to throw up. So certain stuff I can't even eat that I used to eat because it'll make me sick. And I can only eat small portions of food. For some reason, I can't eat like big portions of food like I used to. I can't eat nothing but like small portions of food. It's like my stomach or something. It's like my body lets me know like that's enough. You can't, don't put no more in your stomach. It's like it let me know my limit or something. Right? Okay, so I'm like, okay. Didn't stop me from this. So I said, okay, well, when next year come, I'll go back and reapply. Listen, y'all, I went back to the school. The first day, I think I had kind of forgot or something was going on. I think it was so much going on me, I kind of had forgot about that first day. But that second day, I went to the school, right? Now, I was a little late because when I left early, though. But on the freeway, it was so much of traffic with all them truck drivers, all them trucks. And then, you know, they had like one lane closed and this one lane open. So, I was late. But, y'all, I was probably about like a good hour late or something like that. This was the second day of school. When I was going there before I caught the COVID, during that first little week, people was coming on the second day and the third day, okay? And they was accepting people. So when I went to the school, she said, oh, well, you know, you are late. And I try to explain her. I'm telling her, I'm like, well, I wouldn't have been late. I'm only late because of the traffic that's on the freeway, or them trucks, or them truck drivers and stuff, because it was early in the morning that I had to be there. And the lady said to me, then the instructor came. I was like, oh, hey, you know. And I'm like, hey, you know. She like, well, you know, I can't accept no more, you know, you're late and you're going to miss out on a lot. I know on the first day of school, you get an introduction and all that. The second day, I ain't missed out on that much. I know. That was, once again, I'm like, oh, so y'all, I said, oh, so y'all doing the same thing, huh? Y'all coming against me too. That's just what I said to him. I said, you know what? Maybe it's God telling me a sign that maybe I don't need this. One way or the other, God's still going to bless me. I'm still going to get that business. Maybe I don't need the credentials. Maybe I don't need the certificate. But remember, I still got my books, y'all, from when I was going there before I caught the COVID. So some of my spirit was like, you got the books. Go on and teach yourself. So now I'm going to start reading, going back into my books, and I'm about to teach myself. This guy been telling me, I told you I'm a self-taught made billionaire. I know it. I'm self-taught made. When people start to see these creations that I come up with, it's self-taught made. It's going to be creations made by me. God done showed me visions of things anyway, so I know exactly what I'm supposed to create and do. Like I told you, I already seen my life. I know where I'm supposed to be right now. Where I'm at, how I'm living right now. This ain't how I'm supposed to be, baby. Baby, I'm supposed to be rich, okay? It's like I got to catch up. Because up in the spiritual realm, I'm already up there. I'm already up there. God showed me, and that's what blew my mind. I know some of my gifts and stuff. It's all God's timing. I'm a star. I'm already a star. So, I'm like, okay. Now they coming against me. So the lady gonna say, well, were you late? And I said, but ma'am, I exactly said this to the lady. I said, let me tell you something. I said, well, when I was at school the last time when I was there, it was people coming in the third, fourth day. Well, that might been then or something, but that ain't got nothing to do with something. And I'm like, the way she said it, I kind of felt like racism again. I kind of felt like, okay, so now you're coming against me too. But then maybe it could be God doing that to give me that push. Maybe God is telling me, you thinking you need to go to school for this. You don't need to go to school for this. It's already built in you. It's already in you for you to do. So I'm like, okay, I go home and I look at my stuff. Because I got all the equipment, everything. From when I was going, first day of school, they give you your books. They give you all that. God said you already got everything right there. Teach yourself. So basically, God was letting me know, regardless of them trying to stop me, I'm still going to get what's due for me. I kind of feel like this community that I'm in, they coming against me. That's why I plan on pretty soon to move away from the city. Because a prophet once prophesied to me and told me that the city I'm in, like, they can't hold you back. They can't hold you back. And when he said that, then he also told me about products and things that I'm going to do. He said, people not going to support you. They ain't going to support you because it's you. I'm starting to realize that about my YouTube channel. I reached out to a few people and was like, I need people to subscribe to my channel, y'all. I need viewers. So I'll be looking and checking my views or whatever. And I'm like, now I know the amount of people I reached out for. I'm like, so I see. People looking. They looking at the video, but they not hitting a like. Or they not subscribing. So I said, oh, okay, I see what it is. It's because it's me doing it. So, once again, there go that jealousy thing. I deal with that all my life. Any job I work at, anywhere I go, it's always females jealous of me. It even be men jealous. It's always just people jealous of me. My light irritate people demons. I'm starting to really see that now. How my light irritate they demons. They don't like the light. So, I'm like, okay. Now God is starting to balance things out of my life. He blessed me with a job. And I use my angel cards. My angel cards was just telling me a whole lot of messages. You know what God told me? He said, you use the money for the job, your job. You use that money to pay your bills. But you still take part-time of your day and work on your goals. Because eventually, soon, your goals, you're going to be able to be taken care of, like, be supportive. Your goals and stuff is going to support you. So basically, that's God telling me. Use the money while I'm working. Use that to pay my bills, but still work on my investments. So, in other words, can't nobody stop me now because God's hand is on my life. God's hand is all over my business, all over me now. Nobody can stop me from prospering now. No one. Because see, that's why God told me to move everybody out of my life. And then not even that, my angel card said, blocks is lifted. Everything is being lifted. And God told me to block out distractions. Don't let people distract you. Don't let people try to come in your life and try to distract you. And I was just listening. I'm just pulling my cards because I'm speaking like Spirit tell me, what do you want me to know? For me, I use my angel card deck. And I just listen to the messages. Then I started using my archangel deck. What the archangel messages was saying. It's telling me the universe is with me. Use my spiritual gifts to help people. It just was saying so many messages to me. And I'm just like, wow. God is amazing. The cards don't tell no lie. Because what it was saying, it was speaking truth out about me. They was telling me you got spiritual guidance. Mother Earth, Mother Gaia is connected with me. It said I'm connected to the heavens. That's why I've been telling y'all when I pray, my prayers go to heaven. God was just revealing everything to me through my cards. And I'm just like, wow. God is amazing. And I realized a lot of times when I pray for stuff, God ended up blessing me with it. But see, now God, and then another thing what message was told to me, God had told me it's very important that you pull your energy back from people. It's very important that you pull your energy back at this time. So that's when I had to start cutting people off. God started telling me who to cut off. I started cutting people off. My cutoff game got real strong. Anybody that was in my way, they was blocked, cut off. Changed my phone number up. Look at that. See, I know that you got a phone. My phone number changed up and everything. So, baby, when I tell y'all, God is so powerful. God is so amazing. It is a blessing to be chosen by God. God is about to balance everything out of my life. Ain't no more. They ain't gonna keep sending me no eviction papers. That's about to stop. That's about to stop. Because I even been putting on my messages too, like, okay, if anyone want to donate, they can send cash apps. I haven't received no cash apps, so I'm like, dang, you know. But I know what God is doing and what he's showing me. And then people already betrayed me. I already been betrayed by people I thought I can trust. Got manipulated. That's why I said I've been through everything. Physical abuse, mental abuse, verbally abuse. I've been through it all. Y'all, at a point in time where I felt like I didn't want to be here no more. So I was going through so much. Especially in the past relationship that I was in. It was angels that got me out that relationship. Angels was started surrounding me like I thought I was tripping one day, but I know I wasn't. I know what I was seeing. I was seeing like white little specks, like white little just surrounding me like this. I had got to the point where I had prayed and I told God, I said, God, I can't do this no more. I can't take it no more. I can't do this no more. The relationship I was in. I said, I got to get out. I can't do this no more. I said, God, I'm done. I don't want parts of it no more. I don't want to be in a relationship with him no more. I'm done. Because it was abusive. It was things happening behind the scenes that people didn't know about. That man choked me till everything turned black. Hit me in the face with a cell phone. Where I thought my nose was broken. Y'all, I've been through a lot. Everything I had, people were trying to destroy it. Everything I had, people was trying to destroy it. But you know, now that I got everybody out of my life, God is blessing me. He is about to restore me. Restoration. Everything is about to come back into balance. Y'all, I was struggling. I was struggling while working. Even putting on them hours in, still struggling. Going through it. Then my car went out. End up had to save up to get another car. Had to take Ubers and Lyft, Ubers and Lyft, Ubers and Lyft. That was costing me dang near. I was coming out dang near like $600, $700 every 2 weeks. Ubers and Lyft. So it was pulling away from my money to save up for a car. But God ended up approving me, and somehow I end up getting approved. Car note was cheap, was a low rate. Then I started, next thing you know, things going good. Then I started going through this financial thing. I lost my job, unemployment wouldn't pay me. I couldn't file taxes. Then kind of find out somebody filed taxes. I never received my W-2. I never received my W-2 for my job. It did not come in the mail. So I don't know if somebody's stealing my mail or what. I'm trying to tell y'all, I've been through a lot. When you see me, I don't even look like nothing that I've been through. I really don't. But I've been through a lot throughout my life. I'm 39 years old. I've been through a lot in my life. People don't know what I've been through, the struggles that I've been through. My kids know because they've been right there with me. I've been through situations where my power got turned off, my lights got turned off. I've been through the struggles with not having a job, not having a car, not having no money. I've been through it. I've been through the situations where I learned that when you put things before God, he will take it from you. I'm a prime example because he did it to me. He had me in isolation mode. He moved everybody out. My life is this ain't my first time going. I've been through isolation quite a few times. But at one couple times I cried like, God, why are you pulling everybody away from me? Because I was a go-to person where everybody would call me for advice. Even grown-ups would call me for advice. Y'all, when I just tell y'all, God now is balancing things out now. What God showed me through my angel messages today, angel message deck, I did it for myself, do my own readings. I do my own readings now. I don't need to get no readings for nobody else because the way I'm finding out how powerful I am, I don't even think I want nobody to be doing readings on me. I really don't. There's a lot of things about me. I'd rather discover it myself. Because God is already going to reveal to me anyway what's mine and what's for me. And he been teaching me. I've been doing my own readings. Just like I did that love reading. I ain't know I was doing no love reading. But now I'm going to start doing readings because I always had prophesying me too. I'm a prophetess. God told me that. I'm a prophetess. I can always speak things over people's lives and it will happen, because some people will come back telling me like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You blessed me. This, you prayed for this and this, that happened. And, you know, and I done seen visions of things and it end up happening. And usually about me, when I dream things, it comes in reality. It can be weeks from now, months from now, or it could be a years from now. But them dreams come to reality. And I be seeing deja vu too. I realized that I have a lot of spiritual gifts. I am really starting to really discover it now. I knew about a few, but now God is starting to unlock and showing me more. Baby, when I tell y'all God is so powerful, the power of God. God is so powerful. You believe in God? God is power. God is power. If you receive it and if you want it. But you can't. It's not easy. That's why I said it's not easy being saved. It's not easy being chosen. It's not easy living a holy lifestyle. Yeah, because I was living a holy lifestyle. Where I wasn't drinking, smoking, partying, none of that. Not even fornicating. Right now, I ain't fornicating. I don't want nobody touching me right now. I'm at the point I wait for God to send who my husband is. And can't nobody fool me with that. None of these men can't fool me with, oh, I'm the one and, you know, all this. I don't want to hear none of that. Because I already know what's for me. The man that's for me, he on my level. He on my status. I'm talking about spiritually. I realize too, if you ain't spiritually connected with that person, they not going to understand things that happen in your life. To them, they're going to think, oh, you think you better than me. Oh, you know, like that. It's jealousy to them. They're going to get jealous. And I realize that. That's why now I know the man, for me, he got to be on my level. I prefer him to even be above me. Because at least I know if he above me, he ain't going to be jealous. Things that I do for God, the things that I do, he not going to interfere or interrupt. And that's another thing. Any man that's coming to my life, you're going to have to be a man of God. And I'm talking about for real. Ain't no faking and none of that. Because I'm going to know. Now I know. I can see the difference. Not even that now. It might be crazy to some people, but when I look in people's eyes, you can start looking at people's eyes, and sometimes you can kind of see like a demon. Sometimes you can just see something within their eyes, looking in their eyes. You can see that evil spirit. I don't know if other people can see that, but that's what I see is some people when I look in their eyes, I can see something with the way they eyes. It's something I see, but I can see like that demon in them. Maybe that's God showing me now to know the difference. But now, can't nobody fool me. You can't put nothing past me. I'm going to know. I know if you faking it and if you real. I know if you're really spiritually connected and you not. I know the difference. God showed me. And that's why I said anybody try to come in my life, you're going to have to be on my level. I'm telling you, you're going to be on my level in the spiritual realm. Because if you not, everything I do, you're going to be jealous or you ain't going to understand it. And when it comes to a marriage thing, you going to have to love, you got to love God. Because if you got a love for God and if you love God, then that means if you love God, then that means you will love me. And that's real talk. So right now I'm guarded. I'm all the way guarded. And I told God, I made a petition with God. I told God, I don't want nobody from my past back into my life. Because all they was manipulators and users. And trying to rob, kill, and steal. Demonic spirits was in them. So they were trying to do rob, kill, and steal from me, take from me, taking, draining my energy. Draining me. Doing sex magic. Now I started to realize about that. Sometimes you have sex with certain people. You so sleepy, you so tired, you just want to keep laying in the bed. You can't get up after you done having sex, and you just laying in the bed like can't get up. They done did some sex magic over you. I ain't even know nothing about all this magic stuff. God started bringing this to me. He started waking me up out my sleep. I be hearing mirror magic. Get up, get up. That's God wake me up for me to pray. Midnight hours, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Between those hours of time, every single day, y'all, God wakes me up out my sleep every single day. 3, 4, 5 in the morning. In between those hours, 5 to 6 in the morning, anywhere between those hours, he wakes me up. A couple times he let me know when people was doing magic on me. Or I believe he was waking me up when they was probably doing it. It got so powerful how the people betrayed me and tried to steal my business stuff. I believe somebody stole my identity too. See, but the truth finna come out behind it. I know they stole my inheritance. They stole from what my daddy left for me. Came to the house with some fake paperwork. Everything is coming out. That's why that dream with that business stuff came. I feel like God he's uncovering, he's resolving, because he showed me the faces in that dream. And like I told y'all, there was a woman involved. A female. I believe she's jealous. I feel like it got to do over, I seen the particular female face, and I know it got to do something about over a man, but it's crazy because it's a man that I don't even talk to, don't see it, don't even care about, don't even want to be with. I don't want nobody from my past. I don't care if they changed or not. Y'all had chances and y'all done striked yourself out. When you became an ex-friend, ex-lover, ex-boyfriend, whatever, you exed yourself out my life. You done exit yourself out my life. You're done. It's no coming back. I don't want nobody from the past back. That's why y'all seen when I did my love reading that what card was that? Separation card went into that reverse. And then it said next was the new person, because God is sending a new person in my life. Even though my pastor always said that God had a man for me, this man gonna pull me up with him. This man gonna love me. He gonna be here to stay. My pastor said, "Ooh, that man gonna take care of you." Ooh, it was the way how my pastor said it. He said he gonna love my boys the same way he loved me. That a lot of that resonated. Like I hear that a lot in my head, and I start back looking at the guys that I done had, and I'm like, none of them fit that description. None of them. That's when I know I'm like, I don't want none of them back. And then God done revealed some things to me about them. They got demonic spirits and demons attached to them, demonic entities attached to them. I don't want none of that around me. Because another thing I realized, when I be celibate, then I have sex, I notice sometimes I start to not be myself. And that's another thing when I start to realize that it's some other spirits that they carry. That's why you got to be careful now when you have who you have sex with, because that stuff is really true. Those other spirits, them demonic spirits, can rub off on you that they have attached to them. It's true now. You got to watch who you let. You got to be careful who you let inside of you. Now I see the importance of when God say it's good, best for you to wait till you marry, till y'all equally yoked, till y'all become as one, till both of y'all souls match. You have, you know about the other half of the rib. That I see now the real importance of that and what that truly means. Gotta be careful out here, baby. These men got demonic demon spirits attached to them. Some of them don't even know because they scared of God. They scared to get close to God is what I'm saying. Like a lot of people, it's a lot of men, they don't want to go to God. They be so scared. They don't want to believe in God. They don't want to pray. And it's really sad that they don't want to pray and they don't want to believe in God. And I don't understand that. Why you don't want to pray? Why you don't want to believe in God? You should want to believe in God. God is the one that created us. That's why a lot of times a lot of people could be stuck in a certain situation because they don't pray to God. It's probably why sometimes you go through same circles and cycles, but I know too a lot of things happen too. It's for reasons. Everybody has their own, Like I just always tell the people, you got to have your own encounterment with God. Once you have that own encounterment with God, you will change. God got his way of making you change. Oh, he got his way of doing it. But what I always try to tell people, you want to humble yourself before God humble you. Because if God had to humble you, you don't know which way God doing that. You don't know which way he coming or how he going to do it. So it's good for you to humble yourself before it's God do it. Because God do it, you ain't going to like it. Because you don't know how he going to do it. You don't know what he going to take from you. You don't know what you going to lose. You don't know. I witnessed all of this. A lot of this stuff happened to me, happened in my life. That's why I'm speaking on it. I don't know what made me just start. I don't know. Some just told me to speak this. Maybe this is a story to help somebody. Maybe the things that happened in my life, maybe this is a blessing to somebody else that is going to help them, save them. This is why I was telling people, y'all got to listen to my messages that I post on my Facebook. My Facebook, Beverly Trusting God Lane. Those messages I post was messages from God. People is bound to the devil. They don't know that they bound to the devil. This I keep telling people, walk into the light. God started showing me about that, the dark and the light. It got real deep and tough with that. I'm telling you, I don't know what it was, but when I did this prayer meditation, after that betrayal that people did to me, I don't know what it was, but God started telling me, you need to show the world the real you. Show them who you are. I guess that was God telling me, okay, ain't no more hiding. It's time for you to come out. I'm moving everything out your way. Now, I ain't letting nobody block you and stop you. It's time to come out. Show the world the real you. When I did that prayer meditation, whatever I did, it's like, I don't know if I walked into some type of door or something, but whatever it was, God started telling me, you are this, you are this, you are this, you are this, you are this. He started telling me who I am. I feel like I was Peter. I keep saying something about me with Peter in the Bible. I feel like I was a Peter because I was writing in the dark. It was pitch dark. I ain't scared of the dark. So it's pitch dark. And as I was writing in the dark, as what was being said, it was just amazing, y'all. When I got done and turned the light on and seen what I write, God was telling me who I was. I don't know, did I break some generational curses? Did I break the chains or something? Did I walk through some type of door? Did I break a code? I don't know what it was. Whatever it was, God started telling me who I was. Unless this betrayal, what people was doing, stealing from me, trying to take from me, I'm going to get back with everything what they stole from me. I'm going to get it back. Oh, God already told me that because he already told me how many people it was, who involved. I know who involved. They got law officials, government. They got all of them involved and stuff. I'm going to get what's been took from me. I'm going to get my justice. God showed me. And he said they're going to go to jail. Where they going to prison? He told me don't say they're going to prison. And the sad part about it, it's at least about 8 to 10 of them that was involved in a plot on me to take from me. Baby, when this truth come out, and I can sense some things anyway. Some of them people sure ain't been around. I know why. Because when they got exposed, truth came out. The truth came out. God revealed the truth. I don't know what people did, but whatever they did, they must have upset God. They pissed God off to the point God got on me. God got on me, showed me a reflection of my life. And God started telling me who I am. Told me, you better let the world know. Show the world the real you. In other words, then God said they're going to respect you. And also, he said you deserve love and you're going to get love. Those people these men weren't loving on me. They were using me. And see, that the thing about me, I don't let everybody into my life. I only been in 2 relationships in my life. Both of my baby fathers. And both of those relationships was years, like 6 years, 5 years, 6-year relationships. And I tell y'all, baby, I've been through a lot in my life. Been through a lot. I'm still here because of God. Because God got a purpose and a plan for my life. These messages, everything when I'm coming out speaking, it needs to be heard. And I have been told before that people need to hear my story. They need to hear my testimonies because I have a lot of testimonies. I didn't know I was going to be sitting here doing no platform. I didn't see none of this coming. I didn't. I didn't know I'd be sitting here doing tarot cards and reading cards and doing all that. I didn't know I'd be doing all this. This is new. I believe this got to be part of my life purpose, my spiritual journey, because I always pray and ask God to lead and guide and direct me to my purpose. What am I here to do? What did you put me here to do? What am I called here to do? And then that was another thing, y'all. I accepted my calling. Because also when God gave me the inflection of life, he asked me, who are you choosing? Are you choosing me or them? And that's when I said, I'm done, God. I said, I chose you. That's when I had to cut everybody off. That's when the spirit started, God started speaking to me, telling me a lot. Like, that's when things started to change. Like, this year, for real. This year, literally just, when was that? Like a couple months ago. That's when I betrayed. Well, the betrayer, God said that betrayer, they was plotting on me for almost 2 years. They've been plotting on me to steal my information, to steal from me. The truth came out. And God is starting to show me more in the dreams. Just like that dream about that paperwork, business paperwork. That's relating to me. But it could be somebody else too that's going through that same exact thing. And the person I am, I'm a person that's always helping people, there for people. I love people because God is about love. I'm an image of God. And God is all about love. And that's how I am. I'm an image of God. I am an image of God. God is love. That's all God wants for his children. We are his children. He wants us to love on each other. It ain't supposed to be no hate, jealous, and envy. These men, I'm sorry to say it. The men has failed us. The men today, they have failed us. Men is more jealous. These men now are more jealous of women. The men is more the men antagonizing us, attacking us, trying to stop us from our purpose, trying to stop us from our blessings. And it's sad because they can get the same thing too. All they got to do is come to God. But they got so much of pride. So prideful. They don't realize it's messing them up. Not all of them, because there's a spiritual man out here. But I'm saying a lot of men, they have failed us. The men has really failed us. They really have. They have failed us. These men ain't leading. They not protecting. If anything, they the ones plotting and planning on you. They the ones want to get married to you to try to get insurance policies on you. And they the ones trying to take your life so they can get the money. It's the men. But these men are supposed to protect us and lead. The men are supposed to protect and lead. They ain't doing that. They using. They manipulating. They abusing. They not leading and protecting. They trying to take what they can get or using women. They using us. That's what they doing. Try to manipulate. Then they doing a lot of these men with this controlling. Trying to control your life. Trying to control you. That's the reason why I think a lot of men, what they don't like about me, because I'm not letting nobody control me. You're not controlling me. And I'm not about to fight for no man. Period. I feel like that's them weak-minded females. You got to fight over a man, then you must be real weak-minded. Because why are you fighting over a man? For what? The same man you sitting here trying to fight over? While you trying to sit there and fight another woman over him, that's the same woman that he going to be sleeping with him, her, and 3-4 other ones. Making you just look like a... I don't even want to cuss. It's making women look pathetic. I'ma say it just like that. It's making women look pathetic. Fighting over these men. What are you fighting over them for? If they don't want to be with you, let they ass go. It is 1,000 billion men out here. It's a lot of men out here. Why are you so strung out and stressed out over one? When you sitting here fighting over a man, if that man cheated on you, sometimes you can't get mad at the other woman. It's your man you need to check. Or it's your husband, because these men be out here married and not telling the truth. They don't be telling women they married. They be sitting here pretending like they living a single life. These men out here living double lives nowadays. They living double lives. The man has failed us. I feel like some of us feel that the man is a disgrace. Not all of them, because there is still some good men out here. There are good men out here that hold the doors, open the doors for women and stuff like that. But you got to be careful with that, because I had one that opened the door, try to be so charming and and that was the main one that was a manipulator, a user. Trying to steal, or did steal. Try to steal my destiny. Try to take what was mine. And that's what God told me. He revealed to me. He said, you got to cut them all off. See, when God started to tell you things that people doing to you, you know, that's when you know their karma going to come. Because now whatever they did something that pissed God off to the point now God had to intervene. Now once God intervened, you in trouble. You in trouble. The sad part, God gave them warnings and they still kept doing it. After getting the warnings. People don't realize that is really true. Money is the root of all evil, because people do a lot of stuff for money. That's why people that say, I'm with the shits, I can't be around those type of people. You with the shits, I can't be around you. Because that means if you saying you with the shits, that means you would do anything for money. That means you desperate for money and you would do anything for money. I don't want them type of people around me. I pray and tell God, keep them away from me. Keep the negative, low vibration people away from me. I don't want it around me. I don't want no negative around me, because I don't do drama. I don't deal with drama. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's the reason why money finna disappear. The money, because of money, a lot of people have lost their lives because of money. Innocent people, all over money. Because people trying to steal their insurance money, and they trying to take their life. Stuff like that. All over money. So many people that lost their lives over money. This is why God finna eventually, money about to disappear. It's about to disappear. People that pay attention on news, they've been saying this on news a couple years ago, that money, they're going to stop printing paper or something of money. God about to disappear money anyway. Why y'all think all these cards coming out? Everything's electronic, credit card, cards, debit cards. Every time, any job, anything, they got a pay card for you. They got a card. Because money about to disappear. Because too much stuff is happening to people over money. The sad part about it, all these people so desperate for money. When you sitting here doing wrong things to get money, baby, you only getting a sprinkle time. You ain't even finna get a sprinkle time of blessing. That's it. It ain't even a blessing. You just getting a little sprinkle time. You was probably blessed by the devil, because see, God will bless you and the devil can bless you. And you got to know the difference in your blessing. Who blessing you? The devil blesses his people. The ones that work for him, yeah, he blesses them. But they only get a sprinkle time of blessing. See, when you work for God and you with God, you're going to be blessed eternally. See, the devil, people don't realize, devil ain't got your back. Because when your ass get into some trouble and heat hot water after you was doing the devil's job, this is what people don't realize. After you done the devil's job, you done did all of this. You done made this, that. You done did all this stuff with the devil. But when your ass get in trouble, do the devil help your ass get out of trouble? Fuck no. I don't know why I got the cuss right there, but excuse me for cussing. It just came out. But the devil can't help you. Actually, the devil gonna be sitting right there laughing at y'all. Laughing at you. Because the devil's job is to rob, kill, steal, and destroy. And the devil is trying to take many down with him as he can. He's trying to take many people with him as he can. Because his time is almost up. He on thin time. I keep trying to tell people, get away from the devil. Y'all better get out of these devil relationships. Y'all better get out of these demonic relationships. Get these demonic entities, these demonic people from unattached from you. You got to pray. Everybody need to pray, and people pray and repent. Ask God to forgive you of your sins. Ask God to remove the demons away from you. Ask God to remove that veil off your eyes, because a lot of people blinded and they can't see. Because there's a veil over your eyes and you can't see what's going on. People nowadays don't even recognize good no more. I've noticed that. People don't like good no more. Because I'm like, okay, this how Uber did me. And I'm a genuine person. Like, I tell these customers, hey, how you doing? Have a blessed day. I bless them, get them their food with care. And they turned me down for a rate. And I had to tell them, I said, y'all turned down the wrong person. You know, I even tried to see if I can get it, you know, can be able to get be able to do the lyrics back. They won't even let me do it back. And I'm like, wow. I said, y'all don't realize, you really turning down a good person. You really turning down a good person. Then another thing I had to explain to them, I said, y'all got these people telling y'all that they didn't receive their orders. They received their orders. They just want their money back. So they had disputed so they can get their money back. I had to tell the Uber people, I said, let me tell y'all something. I said, y'all letting people scam y'all. But it's wrong because it's reflecting on the driver. It's making the driver look like, oh, the people didn't get their order. And this is what I told them. When you doing that pen, they don't tell you to take a picture. But I said, y'all need to start making them take a picture when they do the pen, they need to do the pen and the picture. So if a person try to tell y'all they didn't get their order, you got proof of the picture showing that, well, the person right here is showing that they dropped it off at your address. It's at your doorstep. So that's how drivers won't be getting blamed for people that's trying to scam them, lying and saying they didn't get their order so they can get their money back. And like I was saying, I bet you that's probably what happened to a lot of drivers. Probably, you know, couldn't do the Uber thing no more because of that. And I had to explain that to the people. I sure did. One thing about me, I'm going to speak my mind. I speak my mind anywhere I go. I don't care who you are. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to say what I feel. Because it's not right. It's not right. It's a lot of things in this world that's not right. It's time for things need to be readjusted. Like, I don't know, it need to be some